Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Warcraft replay here. And yeah, Netease ladder, I guess. I think? Question mark? There are observers, which is unorthodox. I might have to assume that this is from a tournament, but no label, no like discernible names in terms of observers, so yeah, it's either a custom game, which might not be the case, or it might be from a tournament. I just don't know which one. They are using their official names, so yeah. I don't know, just shrugging, but either way, I haven't casted a game in some time. That is my bad. Been working throughout the entire every weekday, which is yeah, as how should I say it, time consuming as it sounds. And yeah, that's just mainly the reason why I haven't been able to watch these replays. WGL is nearly done. I think the grand finals is next at the time of the casting, so if you haven't watched that, there are plenty of people covering that. Obviously back to Warcraft. Kaldor's also came back to Warcraft 3 as well. I'm not sure if it's for permanence, but yeah, I do like Kaldor as well. And that's just the English side of it. I think there's like a couple more, but I don't really recognize them. Either way, who would have thought that there would be a lot of Night Elf players being very successful in that tournament, so yeah, don't hold your breath for any major changes from latter games, I would say. Either way, going into the game here, Colorful spawning in as the red Night Elf in the top left, going for Keeper start at, as well as an Ancient War creep at the Mercenary camp. Nothing too out of the ordinary, no sorts of early harassment here from his opponent, who will be Soin, the blue orc in the bottom right. And he's just gonna go for a Tauren Chieftain start, which is very, very unorthodox. We normally do see those Farseer firsts, and then maybe Blade Master, but in this sort of instance, yeah, Tauren Chieftain is really, really weird. We are also having Troll Headhunters pop out as their first units instead of any grunts, so interesting starting composition here for Soin. I'm actually rather interested to see how he goes forth with this, because every time these guys come out, I will always mention, but Troll Headhunters always felt so cool to me as a kid, and they still do. So yeah, I'm curious to see how well they fare against the ridiculously inflated the Night Elves. At least in this patch, I guess it would be a fair assumption to say that Night Elves are kind of ridiculous in this sort of time period. Either way, clearing out 2 camps already, going for the third at the gold mine here. We'll be most likely going for an early expansion. That does seem to be what Night Elves try to go for, but since it is an orc matchup, might not be the smartest choice, is going to go for the tech first, and might expand a little later on, but probably should have went for that expansion, because yeah, Colorful probably isn't aware of how Soin's rather non-aggressive start is going to pan out. I actually have no idea if the Keeper spotted just quite yet. No Hunter's Soul, I don't think, so no Ultra Vision in play. So the Keeper is currently not knowing where his opponent is, might be able to spot it very soon. That is a lot of trolls, and it's already been spotted by those the wisps, so yeah, that will be that. Entangle attempt, but the Shadow Priest quickly abolishing that away. Someone go for tier 2 as well. Another Entangle is going to be cast, and another Abolish will counter that. So yeah, rather unlucky sort of situation for Colorful to be in, with a map with a mercenary camp does tend to mean Shadow Priest will be picked up, and they do have not only their heals, but of course their abolish magic. It is now just a battle of who has enough mana for it, and it seems the Keeper has the bigger mana pool compared to the Shadow Priest. I'm not sure if this is going to kill the particular Troll Headhunter, but the Keeper was just around just in case. Didn't matter, he did get the killing blow, and that is rather nice for himself. He does have the Wand of Mana Stealing if he wants to toss it around, going for a couple of autos on that Troll Headhunter, and might mean death, but the Shadow Priest is going to go for a couple more heals. Headhunter taking a lot of damage rapidly, but he will survive. War Stomp from the Tauren Chieftain will stop the Keeper in his tracks for a little while and also be able to dish out a couple extra damage. Alchemist getting picked up as the second hero for Colorful, and little odd, but it is the Alchemist second, which is a very, very strong choice. And yeah, I'm actually more curious to see what someone's going to go for. It is going to be a Shadowhunter second and a straight tech to tier 3, which might be reinforcing this whole Troll Headhunter army here. He wants to convert those into Berserkers as quickly as possible. No Spirit Lodge being placed down. It is going to be a Bestiary for now. My guess is probably Raiders and Troll Headhunters. Raiders acting as the forefront for the Orc army. Meanwhile, Troll Headhunters deal the damage. Ensnare Trapping also a lot more efficient when you have ranged units as well. So that might be the case. I'm not sure if that is going to be it, but yeah, that is it for now. Double Ancient Laws for Colorful as he is going straight into tier 3. Bears are going to be very, very helpful in just shrugging off the Troll Headhunter damage. And of course they do fare very well against Raiders themselves. So I'm actually curious to see how well this armor comp is actually going to fare against the Ancient of Law comp, because for the longest time now, Bears / Dryads have been very, very strong, and yeah, it might prove that as the Keeper, I believe, got Stomp surrounded, is going to be forced to use that TP scroll. I did miss that a little bit, but oh well. Is going to pick up Preservation Staff as the Tauren Chieftain. Just going to continue farming. Shadowhunter is going to hit level 2, I believe, along with the Tauren Chieftain here. Maybe. He might hit 3, I don't, I mean 4, I don't know, but is going to pick up the, what item was it? Greater Mana Potion, I think. That is... Huh, that is weird. I would have figured that a level 8 camp would drop something a little bit decent, but either way works. Mana Potion and Healing Potion is very, very nice. Staff of the Wind, or Wand of the Wind, gets picked up by the Tauren Chieftain in the bottom left. And yep, Orc can now play a little bit of Night Elf with those Cyclones. Not sure who the major targets will be, as of course it does less duration to heroes, and Night Elves don't particularly have that many priority targets to go for. They tend to mass up the same amount of units. And no, instead of bears, we're just gonna go for straight up mountain giants. Pretty much bears, but a lot more expensive, and yeah, a lot tougher to kill, especially with Troll Berserkers, who will be having piercing damage, and that is going to be reduced against the normal damage of the mountain giants. I think heavy armor also is reduces piercing damage, but here we go. 2 mountain giants right in front of the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain getting a big smackdown on himself, but the Cyclone is going to be cast onto the Keeper of the Grove, as Berserk is going to be used by those Troll Berserkers. They're going to go straight after those archers here, as Cyclone is being cast on one of the mountain giants. I think he is waiting on the cooldown for the other one, as a surround is coming on the mountain giant there. Coda Beast might go in for a little bit of a snack, as nope, he gets entangled, preventing him from going for a bite, as mountain giant is going to run away. Hex going to be cast onto the Alchemist there, but he does have the TP scroll if he needs it. Not unless he gets stunned, obviously, but that is probably not going to happen, as a Alchemist comes out for the third hero of Soin, as they pass by the tavern. Cyclone cast on the full health Mountain Giant, and that might actually be a dead giant very soon, as the Alchemist did get preserved back home, I believe, so that staff is on cooldown. Another nice stomp there, actually taking a good chunk of those squishies, and that is going to be level 3 for that Shadow Hunter, as the Kodo Beast just really wants a bite, but he just can't seem to eat anyone, as another Hex goes on to the Alchemist yet again. Stomp into most likely an assassination, and there we go. Kodo Beast did eat up a full giant, as this is not actually looking well for Colorful. The giants were a decent surprise, but sadly he didn't have anyone to help those giants at all. Not to mention the fact that the Alchemist constantly getting targeted didn't really help that fact, and I'm actually surprised Kodo Beast can actually fully eat mountain giants. I thought they were too big, but it seems they don't have the massive tag. Or maybe they do, I don't know, but it does seem weird that a Kodo Beast can actually just completely eat a mountain giant. Entangle gonna force a denial right there onto the Troll Berserker, who doesn't want to give any free experience over to the Keeper, but the Keeper looking for another free kill, and it's a Kodo Beast. TP Scroll is going to be cast, trying to keep that Kodo Beast alive, because obviously you don't really want to deny a Kodo Beast that has a Mountain Giant inside him. Okay, 48 for Soin, 45 for Colorful. Supply is relatively even, but obviously it's not working out too well for Colorful. And might not work out later down the line when an additional Kodo Beast actually gets trained up, because one Mountain Giant stuck in the Kodo Beast's belly is really, really bad. A second one could be disastrous, especially when you're comparing supply differences between the Giant and the Kodo Beast. Here we go with the Keeper there, nice Hex surround into the Keeper of the Grove, and a Wolf Stomp is going to stop the Staff of TP. Tried to entangle the TC before he got in range of the Wolf Stomp, but that did not seem to be the case, and that is rather unfortunate. Sneaky expansion on the bottom left by Colorful might be spotted out by Soin, but he does not whiff it, as yeah, he just does not suspect it. And of course, he can cancel it early if he wants to, because he does have a vision of that Mountain Giant. It does seem weird that the Mountain Giant gives vision inside the belly of the Kodo Beast, but that is how it works. 3 giants on the field, technically 4, but of course the 4th one is just out of the field. Trying to go for a taunt there, but I actually don't see who is going to take advantage of that taunt. There are no ballistas, no glaive throwers whatsoever, no dryads to counteract these berserkers, just nothing to deal with these units at all. Mountain Giants can soak up damage, but that's pretty much all they can do. They can't get in dirty with those Troll Berserkers, but with the amount of Berserkers on the field, in addition with the heroes, I mean, that's gonna be a tough job. Healing Spray gonna be cast, but a Hex is going to nicely cancel that. And of course, Acid Bombs from both sides. The Mountain Giant's armor is going to be stripped away, and the Mountain Giant's gonna try their best to hack away against the Berserkers that have their armor stripped as well. That Keeper death really hampered things a little bit for Colorful, as a Wolf Stomp onto the Alchemist might mean a close death very soon, as Mountain Giant number 5 pops out for Colorful. But the first giant does get hacked away. Level 2 onto the Alchemist, and that will be healing sprays for himself most likely. Colorful going straight after that Kodo Beast. He wants his fellow brethren to get freed upon, but might just not be the case, as a TP scroll might be forced here from the Alchemist. Nope. It is going to be forced by the Alchemist of Soin, though, as we do have a unfortunate Berserker out of the range of the TP scroll, and then he's going to get pretty much dead. I don't know why I said dead. I pretty much killed off there. Soin, I mean, he needs to kite a lot better, obviously. He does have a lot of ranged units. and those Mountain Giants are not necessarily good chasers, but the taunt does mess up his control a little bit. Shouldn't be too much though, as Parker Great Hall is going to lead a full saturated mine. Expansion on the bottom left will be mining very soon as well, and Colorful might be going for base number 3. Depends on his current positioning right now, but at least he knows where his opponents are. Berserk being used by those Berserkers there, but the Dark Wizard might be given up for the Night Elf player, I don't know, but is Soin willing to go after these 4 giants? It seems like he is. TC going for a War Stomp as best position as he could. Constant taunts, but that is indeed on a cooldown. A War Stomp might be coming in very soon. He is looking for the Alchemist, however, but might just have to settle in for a Mountain Giant kill there as he goes for an Ensnare. Alchemist kind of got a little too close. Never mind, that is Soin's Alchemist. I got confused with the colors. But Ensnare onto the Alchemist into a War Stomp. Taunt is going to try and hamper the DPS as the TP scroll is going to come in just in time. Didn't spam that taunt enough for Colorful, and that is going to be the Alchemist living for another day. Thankfully, Wellspring upgrades were completed a little earlier on, so those Moon Walls will be able to refill as quickly as possible. Obviously not now since it's daytime, but Colorful will need it. Might need a Moonstone very soon. He does have one. But yikes, Mass Giants versus Raiders and Troll Berserkers turned out to be a lot more cat and mouse than I thought. Honestly, Colorful probably should have gone Mountain Giants with something else, but just flat out Mountain Giants is indeed an interesting take. Soin is going to be retreating as he does spot an incoming Mountain Giant force. We are at number 6 right now for Colorful and might be going for a little bit more. Number 7 is on the way, as both players have indeed gone into low upkeep. 59 for Soin, 66 for Colorful. At this point in the game, Soin should probably expect an expansion is like there for Colorful, because there is no way in hell he can catch up with his own production with only 1 base. So yeah, kind of need to pressure expansions if he can't pressure the main base, as Alchemist is very close to that level 4. Entangle onto the Raider, and this is going to start a fight. Acid Bomb is being tossed to both sides. We do have 2 low hit point Mountain Giants, however, so that is going to be a little bit bad, but Colorful does have a single Preservation Staff. Healing Spray is going to be cast from far away, but Shadow Hunter is close by, and he does cancel that as soon as possible. 1 Mountain Giant is already down. We are down to 4. Taunt is going to be cast, but the Troll Berserkers are doing a hell of a job actually burning down that health pool. Chemical Rage, Alchemist for Soin, trying his best to also dish out additional DPS there, but there's just so many Troll Berserkers, and that is going to force Colorful to once again TP scroll out. Is going to pick up a couple of free kills before he escapes, a Berserker and a Raider or 2, but yeah, once again that was Colorful being forced to retreat. He either needs something to help these Mountain Giants, or he needs to start off with full health Mountain Giants, because that fight he did start off with 2 orange hit point ones, and yeah, kind of didn't help that much. He definitely desperately needs some sort of healing, preferably bears, but bears do require that investment of research, so he might not even go for it. Someone moving on to the bottom left might suspect expansion there. It is daytime, so vision range is of course at its normal, and what do you know, there is indeed an expansion on the bottom left. No Coda Beast inside that belly, so Colorful has no way of noticing prior, and he might lose his expansion because he did burn that TP skull really early, so might not be wanting to do it again. Expansion is being rebuilt at the natural expansion, so that will be rectified very, very soon. Not much is actually happening, but that might change very soon as the horde of giants are going to be soon wielding their trees and hopefully smashing down any possible expansions here, which, yep, what do you know? There is also an expansion that has yet to be seen by Colorful, which might not be true because this Great Hole is on fire. But either way, 4 or 5 mountain giants with siege damage could make a lot of work happen, but now that they did convert their damage to siege damage, they are not going to do additional damage to those berserkers. This might be a nasty, nasty fight here as the Keeper already taken down in a very good War Stomp, able to stun 4 of those giants. Healing Spray not going to heal just fast enough, and that will most likely be the red player retreating. Giant in exchange for a giant and a Keeper in exchange for a TP Skull burnt. Maybe a single raider taken down, but that was definitely not worth it for Colorful. Yeah, just unlucky timings, I would say. Bringing those mountain giants with their trees, but there's no real easy way of getting rid of those trees, I don't think. I know you can refresh the trees anytime you want, but I don't know if they can actually just intentionally drop those trees. But either way, Colorful picking them up again, and possibly going for round 2, as the Alchemist purchases himself, what is that, the 4th, 5th TP Skull in this game? Yeah, Colorful's losing a lot of stuff, despite having the supply advantage that he's had for over this majority of the game. See there, Troll Berserker is moving out. No Shaman support this game. That might be the magic key as to why this is working. But then it might also have just be the case that Colorful is just going mass giants. Is smashing away against that Great Hole. Almost took it down before the TP happened, but a second too slow. But a TP Scroll in return is going to be used, and that is going to be an expansion down for Soin. Nicely done there. Mountain Giants do indeed pack a punch, and if you're given time, they will obviously break down a Great Hole very soon. But Soin might be running out of patience very soon, as I did see bat upgrades on the way. No Bat Riders just yet, but we do have a turn totem. Maybe we might see turns, but that might just be the Spirit Walker kind. Another War Stomp able to stun a good majority of those mountain giants there, as taunts coming in. Speed Scroll going to be used as soon as the Alchemist got seen, and he is going to be instantly chased away, preserved back home. Keeper needs to be careful, of course. The Alchemist is on the right side of the map since the Tree of Eternity did migrate, as the that is a lot of trolls. But able to kill one, able to give level 5 over to the Alchemist. He does have a TP Skull if he needs it, and probably will have to use it as he did get stunned. Berserker on those troll berserkers there, but no, stun actually lasts quite a long time at level 3, and yeah, might be seeing another stomp. That is a huge number of giants just doing absolutely nothing, as yeah, Riders might not be able to stand toe to toe against them, but I guess infinitely kiting troll berserkers might. Maybe. TC might go for another Wall Stomp here, trying to get a good grouping. Taunt is going to try and force Soin to micro those troll berserkers as best he can, but like I said, infinite kiting there, and that is going to be another mountain giant taken down. War Stomp might be coming very soon. Come on, TC. Nope, taunt once again. Keeper did get hexed into a stun. We might be seeing a possible assassination attempt onto the Keeper. Is going to be casting that anti-magic shield, and that will be CC immunity there. Nice CC free TP staff used. Alchemist taking quite a bit of damage, but he does have that invuln potion if he needs it. As a good number of trolls actually did get chopped up, but then again, a lot of mountain giants also lost their lives as well. Another taunt coming in, but the main focus is on that Keeper. Soin needs to be really, really careful with those troll berserkers. He's kind of giving them away for free, which is not that great, but then again, he might be going for a army composition shift. TC is getting very close to level 6, and I mean the Terran Chieftain is kind of like a mountain giant in itself. Entangle is going to be able to snipe away against these trolls bit by bit, and that is why the Keeper is just so good. Another Orb of Venom could possibly take down on that very low hit point Troll Berserker, but there we go with the Wolf Stomp. Finally, I was holding my breath then, and that will be able to seal the deal on a couple of Mountain Giants. Never mind. He did get preserved back to the Tree of Eternity. And this might be a retreat order here for Soin. Entangle onto the Alchemist. He does have the invuln if he needs it, but a nice switcheroo into the focus there, and that is going to be the Terran Chieftain taken down. As yikes, that was a turnaround. I'm actually shocked. Judging by the score, obviously Soin did look very much ahead, but near the end, I think he got a little too careless with his Berserkers. He slowly lost them one by one. Keeper was pretty much the MVP there, able to take them down with level 3 Entangles, I imagine. A couple of autos as well. Mountain Giants just did a good job soaking the damage. Able to not get the TC to level 6 was crucial as well, but yikes, losing the Terran Chieftain might have actually sealed the deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Would have definitely liked to see Mountain Giants versus Terrans, but Mountain Giants versus Mass Berserkers were also fun as well. So, yep, take care.